So XQC seems to be losing a bit more than his hairline recently, as he may have done the most dumbfounding series of calamitous errors imaginable. And it really puts into question, like Sniper Wolf's content, when does reaction commentary just become a bit sour? And the entire fallout I'm going to show you is equally worrying as it is hilarious to see, which includes flexing, doubling down, failed marriages, and a fair bit of being salt and peppered across the timeline. So, shall we talk about this? So, hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Jake Baz. We cover the weird and wonderful on the internet, and today we're going to be talking about the best rendition of an ADHD-ridden cockapoo I've ever seen. Everyone knows who XQC is. He is a massive content creator on Twitch, and more recently Kick, where he's been enjoying the fruits of gambling. He's also been known for the odd bit of questionable decision-making.
Large prey.
What is that? A buffalo's?
So it's safe to say he's not the smartest tool in the shed, but I mean, at least he's a millionaire. We'll get onto that in a bit. But this whole entire problem came about because of the fact that XQC quite literally reacted to actual war footage, which is about the current situation that's going on in the Middle East, and this isn't the video for that, so we're not talking about that. But we are going to talk about XQC's quite literal reaction to it, because the way that he's acted and the reaction to the backlash is just insane. But before we get into this, if you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like and subscribe. I'd love to see you back. So yeah, we have this horrible war going on with many people unfortunately not seeing the next day. The entire thing's obviously just terrible. And XQC, in his moniker of wisdom, decides that he's going to react to it on Twitch, because obviously that is just a brilliant idea to react to. So what he's going to do is he's going to sit there and react to some buildings literally being blown up, and hopefully not give his take on anything. What has the streaming world come to? So this whole drama started when Noodle Vivo, brilliant 2013 YouTube name by the way, posted this. When I think about what scumfuck degenerate content Parasite looks like, I don't think I could possibly create parody more on the nose than this. I've also just decided to add a little cute cat there, so please do enjoy the little bugger. It's a little bit more exciting to look at than literally a war. And yeah, that reaction face, I know it's a screenshot, but that is quite literally the reaction that he's giving at the time. And while I don't see XQC as a degenerate parasite, he does actually stream about 24 hours a day. And partially it's not really due to the fact that he's actually talking about this situation, it's more so the fact that this is actually from a YouTube video which has been clipped up from his Twitch stream. So yeah, this clip's been uploaded to YouTube to get views on it. And that is quite literally the thumbnail. Obviously, there is not a cat there on the real one. Something a lot less cute. This to me is quite ethically wrong. Like, why would you put this on YouTube? Although it is quite good to talk about these sort of topics and shed light on them, I don't think that XQC is the person that has the cognitive ability to be able to do so. And yeah, with the title being XQC reacts to airstrike that hits a tower after attack. Why would you even clip this up? It's like a minute video. What is the need to clip this up and upload it to YouTube? If you've reacted to it on stream, you should probably just let it sit there. And like the original tweet actually says, it is more of like a comedic effect in the fact that you have actually sort of broken the fourth wall and decided to upload content that is like this. It's a little bit out of pocket, that's all I'm saying. And it is a bit of a slippery slope when you've got this brilliant streamer who streams 20 hours a day that's educating his viewers on topics like this, when he can barely string a sentence together. All jokes, I'm just joking. Well, no, I'm not joking, he literally can't. he literally can't.
Yo, what the fuck? We're playing the fucking in and out thing. What the fuck?
It's not necessarily clickbait. I mean, maybe the editor is being a bit clickbaity by taking the actual screenshot of him where he's about to fucking shit himself at the idea of a bomb being dropped on a building. Maybe that is a bit insensitive, but I do just find it a bit weird. But what's even weirder is his reaction to this tweet that was posted, because obviously it gained a lot of virality because of the actual stupidity of it. What made me laugh even more as well is that below this original tweet there is a reader's context, because Twitter loves roasting people at the moment, and the context says, although suggested it could be a parody, this is a real video taken from XQC's stream. So even fucking Twitter mods are like, yeah, this is actually real. So XQC's replied to this in wisdom and pure IQ and intelligence, posted this. And I mean, this is just fucking embarrassing. Firstly, on the fact that, oh, you're hating on me, look at how much money I've got, which it doesn't really matter. Like, your morality does not matter about how much money you got. There's millionaires and billionaires that are just absolutely horrible people. But it's also the fact that you are replying to the screenshot of literally your clip, which shows this. Like, it's ridiculous. This as a response to me is like pure childish, or like just lacking any empathy around the situation or any understanding of what he possibly could have done wrong. He just instantly bats back with a photo of him showing how much money he has, when it's so fucking serious. This then led a fellow YouTuber, Quiet, to respond to the situation, which, quick side note, Quiet, if you're watching this, please stop putting your cheeks on the timeline. I don't want to see it. But he responds with, your soul remains empty. And I mean, it does, essentially. You might not have directly done it, but your editor is clickbaiting this situation in a very weird way. This then again made XQC put his thinking cap on and think, oh, how could I respond to this possibly in the most logical and well thought out way possible? Your bank account relates and a photo of his fucking watch. Doing it once is stupid. Doubling down on it again is even stupider. I know he's doing this as kind of like a I'm ignoring you sort of thing, but it comes across in the wrong way totally. It's kind of saying that your opinions are invalid because of the fact that I have an expensive watch. Which, yeah, you might have an expensive watch, but you also live in a fucking dumpster. Like, yeah, I might not be a millionaire, but at the same time, my internal organs aren't rotting from the amount of Uber Eats I eat. Quiet then responds with, keep gambling, because obviously he is a bit of a big gambler, considering he moved over the Kick purely for the fact that he could start gambling on there. So then Quiet rips the soul out of him. Glad to see the divorce lawyers are well paid. And yeah, as I'll show you in a second, he did actually respond to this tweet thread in an upcoming video, but he didn't actually include this tweet in it. So it must have really spoken to him. If you don't know, he's going through a very messy procedure with his ex-girlfriend. And that is one thing that I do feel really sorry for him about, because it is a horrible situation. But yeah, XQC basically turned into the human ratio, which obviously this happens with people that can get cooked on the timeline a lot. But this is very well and duly deserved, because it's so out of pocket what he's doing. It is like kind of purely dystopian, and I kind of turned into a bit of a certified hater around him. I've watched XQC before, and I don't get it, but I don't get any of these sort of streamers that stream so long. What can you possibly do with your time that's better? Probably literally anything. Then I saw this tweet. Let me just point something out in the XQC drama. What he did was in essence the same as every single news organisation, showing you footage of things exploding and then reacting in clickbait form. And you see, I disagree with this, because in news it's a professional sort of manner. Meanwhile, with XQC, it's just literally watching a clip and reacting to it. There's no moniker of thought. It's just literally what you say. And to then upload it and then essentially clickbait it, it's really weird, and I do think it's wrong on his part. But obviously he doesn't think he's wrong, because he's made this video and then he's also gone back onto this and doubled down by showing how many bags he earns. Such a vapid personality trait to do something like that. So obviously by doing this, he doubles down with the clickbait title, I made Twitter mad. Where in this 37-minute video, he rambles for 35 minutes about how he is right in the situation. And I just want to say, I've got some slight disagreements with it.
Guys, not only do I not care, okay, about this, okay? I'm not mad at the editor for posting this. I commend him for posting this. I commend him. I genuinely do. I don't know why. Because XQC Clips doesn't make money. It doesn't.
I would be slightly mad at the editor, because it's a bit insensitive. I find it just a bit insensitive and weird, alright? Just reacting to a bombing and then posting it onto social media sites is really odd. It's just really odd.
This is a screenshot of the video. Okay? So to think that there's like a plan, like a nefarious idea, to think that there's like some evil scheme at hand is insane.
And he does actually have a bit of a point there. This is just a screenshot of his face during it. Like, he didn't mean to come across like that. But at the same time, why is that a thumbnail? Why would he choose a screenshot of you having a very shocked face? Oh yeah, it's so people click on the video. So it is essentially clickbaiting it somewhat. And if it's not clickbaiting it, it's just purely insensitive considering the topic. So yeah, it can be about the tweet and not the actual situation, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're going to flex your money on Twitter about it. You are directly responding to something which includes that. that. So by fortune, it's the entire tweet you're reacting to. And even still, what does your massive bag of money that you've made from gambling and from having people stare at you on a screen for 18 hours a day, what does that have to do with anything? Like I said, I don't get streamers that just sit there for 18 hours a day and just talk in a monotone voice. But like, come on, man, this ain't itchy.
People just want to outrage and create problems, and they don't care about a solution because they want to be upset instead, right? So why would I respond to somebody who tries just hard to simply be upset, right?
He wants to be upset, so you're making him upset. Like, what does that even mean? You're sending a photo of money. That's not going to upset anyone. That's just going to make people think that you're an arsehole. Especially when this content's around a war. Like, oh, look at how much money I've got as these buildings are being destroyed. It's just like totally missing the mark. And I know that XQC, like I said in the intro, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But you have to have a moniker of understanding of what you're actually covering and how you should react to something if it goes bad around situations like this. To me, I think he's just somewhat lost his mind, especially the way that he's double, tripling, quadrupling down on this.
I came to a topic that I had no education on, and people say, you have a responsibility with your platform to know about this or whatever. I was like, okay, let's learn about this. And I was literally doing a segment where I was getting educated on the topic while hopefully educating others as they learn with me.
I mean, yeah, go on, educate your followers around it, but then also don't post a clip on YouTube about it that includes this kind of clickbait look to it. Like, it's just so insensitive. I don't know how you cannot blame your editor in one way at all. I just think he's purely missed the mark here.
I made a point, okay? I will die on this hill and make less money from it, okay? My Twitter is purposefully not monetized currently.
It doesn't matter if your Twitter's not monetized. Maybe that's why you got ratio, but I don't understand this at all. It's just diverting away from the actual point here. The actual point here is that the YouTube video is weird and wrong and dystopian. It's got nothing to do with how much fucking money you make. You're kind of showing this to be like, oh, it does. I didn't do it for money. I didn't post this for money. Well, it doesn't matter. You posted it for attention. And when you post things again and again and again for attention and to build you up because you don't make that much money on the clips, you even said that you don't make that much money on the clips. What does that matter? Your editor is still posting something that's going to get impressions and people are going to watch. And more people are probably going to watch it because it's clickbait. He then in this entire video goes to show most of the stuff that has bothered him. Responding to all the Twitter things that he saw that got a lot of likes that actually were probably wrong. Responding to all the things that he saw on Twitter which made him upset and just trying to iron it out. But the entire way through it's this same sort of moniker of, oh, it wasn't for money, it wasn't related to this. Well, you posted the video, blood. And also, like I said, he totally ignores the quiet ratios in this entire video, so it's dull anyway. The main point that you actually got roasted on, you've just ignored, which I think is fucking hilarious. He also talks about how can he not cover it, but Hassan can't cover it. And yeah, Hassan has been covering it, like, for example, in YouTube and doing this clickbait stuff as well. Technically clickbait because he's making the thumbnails and titles interesting. But, like, as weird as some of his content can actually be, I don't think this is really a point. His channel revolves around this sort of, like, news stories and stuff. XQC, what you do is you sit down for 18 hours a day and you watch something. Or you play some games. You don't get into, like, geopolitical drama. But, I mean, if you do, you upload it on YouTube. In your YouTube clips section. Like I said, to me, this entire situation just seems... It's just a bit insensitive to me. I'm not really thinking that it's absolutely horrible that he's reacted to this on stream. A lot of people do actually need to know about this situation. And a lot of people do need to put some time into understanding it because it's such an important topic around the world right now. But you can do that without uploading it to a clip on YouTube. And you can also do that without, once you get a backlash to it, you go and upload pictures of you showing how much money you've got. He hasn't thought this entire situation through. I mean, I don't think he barely thinks anyway, so that probably makes sense to me. I think he really needs to understand where he's coming from in this situation and where he probably should go with this. I think a simple, I'm sorry, I got it wrong, will do. But it seems to me he's getting in more and more drama as the days pass, and I think it's to do with Kick. A lot of Kick streamers that moved from Twitch end up just going a little bit rogue, and you can see it fairly much with XQC here. But yeah, what do you think about this situation? Please do let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.